Good morning. It is Rosa. I hope you had a great weekend. It's Monday and there's thunderstorms in Arkansas. Mm, Currently raining right now, but it's a pretty calm rain. But I had to put all my lights on because it's so dark in here. Um, Weekend was pretty okay. My son came back home, so really happy. We played a bunch of board games and card games. Learned how to play a couple games, and he beat me. And he was like, "Mom, this is getting boring." Told you, my kids are really, really smart. And he beat me twice, and he's like, "Okay, Mom, I'm gonna go random. I'm just make this random." And I'm like, "So he's smart, and I love it." Um, I did some art, but I did some art for eBay instead of doing art for myself because I noticed that it was getting a little bit less. Like I made a three-piece acrylic, haha, abstract collection piece, like three, that was similar to a green set that's been selling and kind of almost depleted, but it's teal. I think I might make another green one this week. Make a couple of them because they're green and orange, and they really are nice. Okay, might make two more of those ones because they did sell, and so I do want to copy that. This guy is live, okay, and my intent was to make cousins for him, like completely different pieces. And then I started to really analyze myself and decide that no, you can't really change too much. So the collection I'm going to work on this week is going to go with the tone of this guy. And you'll see what I mean. If you go to the website, thenumberedfigures.com, you'll see how, you know, the images all mesh together. And then I think the drop that I want to do this week is going to mesh together with him. So you'll still be able to identify that this is the numbered figures. And that's what I want. I want to be a brand. I don't want to just be a name. And I can't keep hopping around. I can hop around all I want on eBay. But if I want to build a brand, I can't hop around and I have to keep it stable and keep it consistent and understand that it needs to be consistent in order to work. This is going to be hard for me, especially after what 6 months of hopping around to different things on eBay. And then now I really have to refine myself and only hop in the sense of what numbers to use and what colors from a limited color palette do I use. Because I don't want to go crazy. When I was writing prompts of different colors, I was like, that's not the same buyer, you know? And I want the same buyer. I want that person. And I think I was looking into, what art solves and stuff like that, and how it can solve different things and different buyers and stuff, and how I wanted to be that calming thing in someone's home where you walk in and you see this guy and you're able to just relax and calm down and feel like, okay, good. And when you see this guy behind me on that side, you feel the strength that comes from him and you're able to put that into your soul and your body for that moment and be like, you got this. You hear him telling you. You hear both of these guys telling you, you got this, keep moving forward, got it. Okay. That's the whole point. Emotional, daily motivation, and stuff like that. So I'm going to work on that. I think that by defining my color palette and the color structure, where it'll be this dark face, dark eyes, stark eyes, lips, mouth, white around him and stuff like that. I think I'll be able to better create art for a good audience and a defined audience versus hoping to create art. And I think that this is going to make it where um, if I want to make something different, I need to tell myself, yes, go ahead and make something different, but it's going to go on eBay. And I'm not going to put it on something special and something different because I need to brand myself. I need to make it where I have content pillars and I have defined buyers and I have a defined area. And I'm not um, so wild and crazy, where my wild and crazy is limited to eBay. And then CRE, the numbered figures, is the numbered figures. And that's it. And this is going to be challengingly hard because I feel like I don't want to do it, for one. But I also feel like I have to acknowledge that it's necessary. I don't need to be reinventing the wheel every week and trying to find a new buyer for something like I was going to do, to make completely different things. I think the only annoyance that I have right now with myself is that I recently bought like a brand new soft semi-hard pastel collection, and I'm like, okay, I bought it, but now that I'm gonna be defining my colors, I don't need it. I don't need it, so I gotta figure out what the hell am I gonna do with it now, which is funny because who knows? It's fun. That's the part of art. I don't know if I would even put those things onto, eBay, because I don't know if I would want them on eBay. But starting a whole new brand around them, it just makes no sense either. Like, come on, I need to focus on one thing and actually get my focus. This is the Virgo in me, 100%, where my perfectionism like overcomes me, and I want to be perfect, but then at the same time, like my natural, curious, creative nature says you don't need to be perfect. You need to just do and react, and it's hard. It's really gonna be hard, but I'm excited, and I feel like by riding the wave of him and his collection and expanding on that, and you'll see I'll change that once the new drop happens. I'll change that one to the next one, and you'll see what comes from that composition. Like the two inspiring artists, they are really defined in their stuff. And I realized I need to define myself like they do. And it's not about mimicking or copying or trying to, like, it's not even about copying them, because they're different artists. They're completely different than what I'm doing. I mean, one's doing birds and flowers, the other one's doing mid-century abstracts, and it's amazing, mid-century modern abstract, and they're both amazing late people, you know. But I can't. If I want to have that, I have to do that. You know what I mean? I can't just like pretend to do that. I actually have to do that. And that is hard. It's very hard. Am I going to be limited forever? No, because the numbered figures is the numbered figures. I can always start something else if I want to. But I also don't need to start something else today or tomorrow. I can do that in the future. And I think I have to remind myself, if I get bored, make something for eBay. I think that's what I need to tell myself now, because if you're tired of making faces, go make some flowers for eBay. You're tired of making faces, go make a landscape for eBay. It's not going to hurt me personally to stop for a second and make something for eBay when it's already there and already ready. And I have the subscription, I have the fees to pay and all that stuff. It's not going to hurt me at all. And you never know, I might decide, you know what, I'm going to put all my semi-hard pastels on eBay too and just say whatever. Like I made some really cute ones yesterday that were really fun. I think would sell really well on eBay. Who knows? It's going to be a good week because I'm going to work hard. I'm going to create the family for him. And we are going to expand and portray and get right. I think one piece of encouragement I want to give other artists that are in my position is that I'm a hopper. I know eBay allowed me to hop, and I got used to the hopping. And I think that we as artists, we need to understand, yeah, it's okay to hop. But eventually, we gotta tiptoe. We can't just keep hopping. And I have to understand that we can't just hop all the time. We need to be able to go with our name and be our defined name, so that when people see our stuff, they know it's me and not someone else. Right? Yeah. Let's do this. Bye.